I am back with chapter 23. I'm going to dive right in. We've been tricked, I heard Dad cry angrily, and then he shouted at the top of his lungs, "Let's get out of here!" "Run!" the deep voice boomed over the loudspeaker. "You have 56 seconds. Dad started to shout again, but we stopped when a dim light came up, and a disgusting four-armed creature stepped towards us. "Oh!" I cried out without even realizing it. The size of a gorilla, the monster had huge green eyes surrounded by thick red fur over its face. Saliva drooled from its mouth, and as it opened its jaws wider, 2 rows of long fangs slid its thin purple lips. "Don't just stand there. Run! This is an obstacle voice." The voice boomed impatiently. "You have 50 seconds to live. At least make a good race of it." The monster uttered a low growl and lumbered towards us in the dim light. Its jaws were open wide as if it was preparing to bite. Its 4 enormous claws swiped at the air in front of it. I was too stunned to move, too frightened to run, but suddenly I felt a hand grab mine and tug me hard. It was Dad. I realized he was trying to pull me to safety. I heard the boys screaming in fear. I felt Mom brush beside me as we started to stumble forward. "Run! Run!" the deep voice urged over the shrieks of the 2 boys. I didn't see where I was running. The light was so dim, so shadowy. I saw only a blur now, a blur of running feet, of moving shadows. The monster let out a deafening roar. I covered my ears and kept running. Its 4-clawed hands swiped at Dad. Missed. We hurtled past it, only to face 2 giant birds, at least 10 feet tall. They looked like cranes. They squawked and flapped their enormous wings. It sounded like canvas tents flapping in a strong wind. "Oh, help!" Was that me shrieking like that? Was I really being wrapped in their hot, flapping wings? Smothered, choked. "No, please!" How did I break away? Was I being chased now by 6 growling pig-like creatures with sharp, pointed teeth curling their twisted mouths? The screams and terrifying shrieks of my family rose over the beating bird's wings, the monstrous growls and grunts. I heard Dad cry out, and in the dim light, I saw him struggling to free himself from the 4-armed creature. "No!" I screamed as I felt something warm wrap around my ankle, a fur-covered snake. I screamed again, and kicking wildly, sending it flying into the darkness. But before I could move away, another furry snake spun around my leg, tightening quickly. I bent and pulled it as I hissed in protest. I tossed it aside. "Run! Run!" The voice on the loudspeaker boomed. 20 seconds to live. More monsters loomed in front of us, disgusting yellow lizard-like creatures with dark, flicking tongues like bullwhips. A hopping, furry ball that roared as it hopped, sharp teeth poking out of its 3 mouths. Hissing snakes, enormous buzzing insects with glowing red eyes, more grunting pig monsters. Then a giant bear-like creature came at us with 2 legs. It tossed its dark round head back and laughed like a hyena as its paws punched the air. "Help me!" I heard Luke shriek, and then I saw him disappear, wrapping inside the beating wings of the giant birds. The birds cawed in triumph as its wings tightened around my brother. 10 seconds! The voice boomed. "No!" I cried. I lunged towards the bird, grasping the beating wing and pulled it open. Luke slid out and we both began to run. The monster growled and flapped and grunted and roared. "Are we going to make it?" Luke asked in a tiny voice. I didn't have a chance to answer. 2 powerful paws grabbed me around my waist, hoisting me in the air and then slamming me to the floor. I landed on my stomach. My forehead hit the floor. Dizzy and hurt, I looked up in time to see an enormous elephant-like creature about to flatten me with its huge, furry, black foot. I'm not going to make it, I realized. I'm not going to make it. That was so intense. I don't know if they're going to make it through the obstacle course. You'll have to tune in for the next chapter. Have a good day.